Hello, I'm Martin,
And this is Julian.
and in 2024, literally everyone needs a podcast, so here we are. Uh, Today we are going to discuss some award shows, because, let's be honest, it's award season today. And what's your opinion on award shows?
I'm not really used to the movie awards. I'm
Yeah.
more into the game awards. That's more my.
Good, I'm in the movie awards, so we're going
Yeah.
both sides. Go over the game awards, have fun.
If we're gonna start with the game awards,
We can start the game awards. I'm fine.
this year's winner, Baldur's Gate. I thought
D&D!
D&D.
I'm a big D&D guy.
Both of us are. I thought that was a pretty fair winner.
Let's fuck the bear! But you would be happy as long as Spider-Man didn't win Game of the Year.
Yes, I am not a Spider-Man guy myself. It did not have enough to differentiate it from the first game to really stand out.
Well, if I know you correctly, you hoped for Tears of the Kingdom, I'm assuming?
Tears of the Kingdom was pretty high up there, but
Yeah.
I love the game, but I also know myself that it isn't far enough.
Yeah.
It didn't make the same impact Breath of the Wild did.
Yeah. And Baldur's Gate it's a new way of making RPGs.
Yeah, because Breath of the Wild at the time was
Yeah, groundbreaking. Literally groundbreaking.
Something entirely new, and
Yeah.
now
And I feel
Baldur's Gate did the same.
Yeah, and I feel like Tears of the Kingdom is it's of course great. It's a masterpiece of gaming, but it's also like Breath of the Wild just with more stuff.
They took the safe route.
Yeah, and Baldur's Gate is not that. It's something new.
Nintendo took a giant leap with Breath of the Wild, but decided to keep it safe.
Yeah,
with Tears of the Kingdom.
And I get that. It's still great. Not a shock at all. Is there anything more you want to mention on the Game Awards?
No, we'll get back to that.
Apparently get back to that. Well, then it's my time with today. I think I want to discuss the Emmys mostly, and maybe some Golden Globes in there, just for fun's sake. Now, I know I'm a big Succession guy, and I'm pretty sure you're a big The Last of Us guy.
I'm a big The Last of Us guy.
Yeah, so I think we might have some discussions, because the big one, the drama series, was won by Succession this year. Over The Last of Us and Better Call Saul, The Crown, all of those big guys.
Okay, I'm fine with Succession winning.
Yeah, I mean, Succession is so good. I've loved Succession since season 1. It's so great.
I can give that one to Succession.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's Mo Lester. You can't make a Thomas without breaking a few Gregs. I love it so much. But here's where I could get to discussing, because Kieran Culkin won for Best Actor in a Drama Show, and I get if someone wanted to give that to Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
I get that. I think Kieran Culkin still is my... I might just go Jeremy Strong. But I would get if someone put Pedro Pascal in it, and I think if there was more Big Show awards, he definitely would win something big.
Yeah. I'm a really fan of Pedro Pascal's ones, but
yeah,
it also doesn't feel that much like the game.
Yeah,
because he feels a bit toned down for the series.
Yeah, and I remember when The Mandalorian season 3 dropped this year, and everyone was talking oh yeah, Pedro Pascal's gonna win both Emmys for both. And then we remember Mandalorian season 3 was kind of bad.
It was quite disappointing in some angles. Yes.
Mando showed up with 5 of his buddies and did some stuff. It was basically just a side plot until the finale. But the Best Actress in a Drama Show, it's Sarah Snook, and this is not discussable. If they gave this Emmy to Bella Ramsey, I would have lost my mind.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bella, you're great, but
that
wasn't your biggest.
You did great, definitely deserved nominee, but this was the right decision in every single way. And I got a little scared. Period there. But hey, I'm good. The best supporting actor went to Matthew Macfadyen. It's 4 times Succession in a row now. Like, Succession sweep the table so hard. It's sick.
HBO in general.
Yeah.
The show.
All the drama awards most of them went to Succession. The Last of Us got, I think, 2 or 3 in, and the last one went to The White Lotus. So they got all the drama awards this year.
Yeah.
Literally everyone. They didn't win as much in the comedy one, where I have a big snub when we get to comedies. There's one show that was snubbed so hard. But Matthew Macfadyen, I believe, definitely deserved that one. I've been a big fan of Alan Ruck ever since Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Cameron is a legend. And Alexander Skarsgård also had a great role, but it was nice big. So I think Matthew Macfadyen was the right choice. Here's the White Lotus Award. Jennifer Coolidge won Best Supporting Actress. No discussions here.
Was she Succession too?
No, White Lotus.
Oh, White Lotus.
White Lotus. She plays Tanya McQuad. I think she says like it's a long time since I saw the White Lotus season 2, but I loved it. I liked it. She dies at the end, if I'm not mistaken. I think season 3 was to be held in like Malaysia or Dubai or something. It's not as cool as Italy or Hawaii, but still.
Oh yeah.
And
winner of the like guest actor.
Yeah, I mean, this is not discussable. This was Nick Offerman all the way for me. Like,
yeah, he didn't. He swept it in
that
episode.
The 3rd episode of The Last of Us was, in my opinion, the best episode this year. It was so good. Yeah, everything was perfect.
I wonder how like highly that's rated among like all episodes of all time.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like the best, but it's still really good.
Oh, this was a masterpiece, in my opinion, and I don't say that lightly. We'll get to a big snub later that I have about that episode, because it was snubbed from the Writing Awards so hard, in my opinion.
Oh, it was such a good episode.
Yeah, it was given to Succession, that one prize, which, to be fair, definitely the second best writing.
Yeah.
And I think that episode also won the Direction Award, which definitely was deserved. It was so good directed. It's silly. But the Writing Award should have gone to The Last of Us. But Nick Offerman just showed up and became a god, and then just disappeared.
Definitely a favorite. And I myself have listened to his version of A Long, Long Time.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Multiple times on Spotify.
I love it so much. I love it. And now the guest actress, now another award for The Last of Us, to Storm Reid. I feel like there was no guest actress that swept me away this year.
Maybe in a way.
Like, it was... She was good, of course, but again, there was no one that, like, blew me away in that way.
Which did Storm Reid play, actually?
I think, didn't she play Ellie's best friend in that one episode?
Best friends in quotation marks.
Best fucker friends. Still, best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was good. She was fine, but she was nowhere close to Nick Offerman. Like, nowhere close. This is not discussable. What are you Googling at this point?
I'm trying to find out her name.
Pornographic fanfics. Oh, Cell 5.
Is this going on YouTube?
Big Cow with Your Mother. Of course it is. Have you ever heard me censor myself for anyone?
Fair point.
The best writing for a drama show, and this is where The Last of Us should have won. It was given to Connor's Wedding for Succession, of course. Succession wins everything right now. But this is the one time where I will side with The Last of Us over Succession, because this was definitely The Last of Us award.
Yeah.
And I love that, like, the entire conversation about this show, this award, is those 2 episodes. No one cares about the other 4. It's like,
like it's also The Last of Us made me so happy because it proves that after all you can make a good video game adaptation.
Yeah.
Adaptation.
I feel like Arcane proved that last year.
Yeah, but it's normal to have like one every good, like to have one good for every shit bad. But if it becomes multiple good, it means that this can happen again. It wasn't just a one-time miracle.
Yeah, this is. I think that video games.
Arkane's better than Last of Us, though, but like still.
Oh, that's a good debate. I don't really know. I love both so much.
But I just feel like you can.
Like Arcane have like a beautiful visual style.
Of course, yeah.
It was.
It's much prettier to watch than Last of Us.
Much prettier, but that's not the point of The Last of Us. And that third episode is just.
Oh yeah,
it's so good.
The third episode sweeps most of Arcane.
Yeah, it sweeps everything in Arcane. I'm sorry. That one episode makes the rest of the show worse because it's not as good as that one episode.
Yeah.
it's so mind-blowingly good.
Like imagine if you just held off the episodes for like another year and just made every episode as good as the third one.
Yeah, and I love that episode came out because it proves that people are still interested in these very slow-moving romantic stories and not just like big sweeping action.
Yeah,
and I think that proves so much that we're not stuck in this like action loop that we've been for the last 2-3 years. Though Andor got a lot of nominations this year. But
wait, Andor?
Andor got a lot of nominations this year, actually.
God, this feels like a lifetime shit since.
It is. The Emmys are weird weird that way.
Yeah, but it wasn't 2023, was it?
It was 2022.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was 2022.
I started wondering because it feels like it wasn't 2023.
But if we scroll up here, I believe like House of the Dragon was also nominated as Best Drama Show. Yeah. That also came out in 2022.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, the Breaking Bad spinoff.
Yeah. I know.
Better Call Saul. It's Better Call Saul. It's probably great. Now to Best Direction for a drama show, and it's Connor's Wedding from Succession. It's so well directed. The idea of it just being one long take. No, not one long take, but it's like you just see everyone reacting to how Logan died, and it's beautifully directed. I feel like this was one of the few awards where I could see Andor do something, but I mean, Succession deserved the win, but Andor was pretty good for me.
Yeah.
Succession had 3 other nominees in that one category.
It was between Long Time and Wedding.
I feel like A Long Time to me was not as well directed as it was written. So I feel like Succession had definitely the better directing, and The Last of Us had definitely the better writing for me.
Yeah.
In those 2 episodes, I think overall Succession has better writing than The Last of Us.
Yeah.
It's devastatingly clever. But yeah. By the way, I can't get over how many nominees Succession got. They had 3 nominees in Guest Actress, 4 in Guest Actor, 4 in Best Supporting, 3 in Best Supporting. I mean, they had multiple nominations in nearly every award.
Am I dumb for thinking that one show should only get 1 nominee?
I agree.
Because
definitely agree.
It doesn't feel fair because if a show is that good and no other show gets a chance, yes, it's still gonna win, but it feels like other shows just didn't get a chance.
Yeah, other shows, but it's about actors though, and awarding the actors, not the show in itself. So
but I mean other actors from the show.
Yeah, so I can see both sides, but I would prefer a world where we just got, instead of having 4, I think was Best Supporting Actor or Actress, where there was 4 nominees for Succession and 4 for the White Lotus.
Yeah.
And like nothing else. And that's pretty boring. But now we can move over to the comedy shows. It doesn't say right here who won Best Comedy Show. I'm pretty sure The Bear won this year.
The Bear?
The Bear, yeah. The Bear, the Bear, the Bear. If anyone got that reference, I'm impressed. Now I have a couple of problems with these nominees. Abbott Elementary makes sense to me. Good show. Best sitcom on air right now. Barry was a great show.
It's Wednesday comedy.
We'll get to that. We'll definitely get there. Jury Duty, I don't know why Jury Duty is here. Along with The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel last season. It was good. It was a fine ending, but The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is one of the most overrated shows I know of right now. I think it has like an 8.7 on IMDb, and it's not that funny. It's just, yeah, and Only Murders in the Building Season 3. I'm sorry, that season is criminally overrated. It's fine. It's completely fine. It's carried by its performers and nothing else.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso, the third season wasn't as good as the first two, but it was still good enough to deserve nominations. It was good. It deserves to be there.
Who won?
I'm pretty sure The Bear won. The Bear is great. Though I have problems considering it as much of a comedy as stuff as like The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and Abbott Elementary, but still. And let's do the Wednesday debate here. Now, I think most people agree Wednesday is not that big of a comedy.
It's more drama.
Is it though? Because that's weird about the Emmys. They only have comedies and dramas. And nothing else.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people have described just like Wednesday using the term alternative.
Yeah.
Which it gets describes a bit, but also not really.
Yeah, and I feel like even if that's the case, even if it's a comedy, I didn't think Wednesday was that good. Like, it started off really well. Jenna Ortega is great in the entire show, but the finale is so stupid to me.
I've never gotten the hype of it. There's like
yeah, I agree.
Wednesday everywhere. I didn't get that.
Yeah, and Tim Burton to me has lost a lot of. I don't like him too much. He's pretending he's this cult legend and a freak of Hollywood, and then he's worked with Disney for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing cult indie freaky about that at all. So, yeah, I didn't care too much for Wednesday this year. Now, Best Actor in a Comedy Show. Jeremy Allen White took this for The Bear, which I get. I think here is... Yeah, I forgot about my snub. I have one show that was snubbed harder than anything else, and it's Shrinking on Apple TV+. I loved Shrinking so much. It's about Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother, legend, wait for it, Derry, and Self-Fives all around the board.
Is it a spin-off of How I Met Your Mother?
No, it's not. Okay, it's just the same actor. Okay. And he plays a therapist that has lost his wife and has lost contact with his daughter, and everything's shit, so decides to go very close up to and follow all of his clients around everywhere. It's so funny, it's so good, it's heartwarming and heart-crushing at the same time. It's beautiful. And Harrison Ford does one of the best supporting roles of the year in that. And he wasn't nominated. I'm sorry, Shrinking deserved way more honor this year than it got. But Jason Segel got a lead actress nominee. Which is something, I guess. Martin Short was great in Only Murders in the Building as usually. Again, that show is carried by Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez at this point. Jason Sudeikis, great as always in Ted Lasso, but I don't think he was the right winner this year. And probably my favorite this year was Bill Hader. Yeah. Though Barry Season 4 is, to me, more of a drama show at this point than it is...
a comedy?
Yeah. I think he at least got a nominee for his directing work on Barry Season 4. But we'll see. Yeah, he directed the shit out of that show. He was so good. There's a shot of a rocket you can search up. It's a really cool way of making movies.
Actress
in comedy show
series.
I think Quinta Brunson was the right choice here. I think Quinta Brunson was the right choice here. She writes, she basically does everything at Abbott Elementary, and Abbott Elementary is, again, the best sitcom on air right now. I mean, there are other comedy shows I like more, but they're not sitcoms, like they're traditional Office, Friends. That Abbott Elementary is that, and it's really good at doing that. The one I could see taking this award was Jenna Ortega, because she is by far the best part of Wednesday. But I believe it's still the right decision to give it to Quinta. on this one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's that.
Support. Why are there so many about actor and drama?
I don't know. Oh, it's all actors and dramas. It's divided into two different genres basically, and you're a comedy or you're a drama to the MA people. Now it's very hard for me to choose the best supporting actor. I loved Henry Winkler in Barry. He was great as always. James Marsden, I've heard a lot about in Jury Duty. Ebon Moss-Bachrach in The Bear. I probably pronounced that so wrong. I'm sorry to everyone. Though Anthony Carrigan from Barry is also good. Jeez Louise, as he would say. Jeez Louise. Best supporting actress went to another one for The Bear. The Bear took a lot of awards in the comedy genre.
Maybe I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you might. I might too. I've heard it's great. I watched the first season, but I haven't gotten to the second yet. Jessica Williams got an award for Shrinking. Yay! We got a nominee for Shrinking. Yay! We got 2 nominees. Yahoo! Now we're legends.
Wait for it.
No. Actually, no. Wait for it, because we didn't get a shit. I'm so disappointed that Shrinking didn't get a Best Comedy Show nominee and Harrison Ford didn't get a nominee for Best Supporting Actor. That I did forget to mention. I don't know who I would cut out for Harrison Ford on Best Supporting Actor, but there would be someone, because he's not the best part of that show, because it's so good. It's definitely probably my top 5 of shows this year. I loved it so much. But someone has to go. I'm sorry. Another one where, like, it's 2 nominees for Barry and 2 for Ted Lasso. So,
and 1 for Jury Duty?
So, yeah, Jury Duty. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go on to Guest Actor, which was won by Sam Richardson with Ted Lasso. Okay, I agree with that. No discussions there. Can I say, Pedro Pascal, how can Saturday Night Live be nominated? That's just wrong to me.
Saturday Night Live, isn't that? That's not a comedy
It's a live
show.
sketch show. Yeah, it is a comedy show. Not a very funny one.
Yeah, but
sometimes it is.
Says it's a comedy series. And
yeah.
A series is like, I don't know, it's just different.
Yeah. Now, guest actress in a comedy. Now, we live in Norway, so Poker Face didn't get those for like 9 months after it got to you Americans. So I didn't watch it, to be honest. And
why did it take so long for Poker Face to come over?
It just was on Sky Showtime, and Sky Showtime didn't drop in Norway until like fucking eternity after it dropped in America. It was a big deal. No, Peacock. It was on Peacock.
Oh yeah, Peacock hasn't come to Norway yet.
No, so there's a lot of. I don't know where it ended up. I know I think you can see it on Viaplay. Viaplay. That's a weird thing we have in Norway, mostly for sports. And that's where you can watch stuff like Poker Face. So I don't really have an opinion on this award. So I can just go. I feel like just going over. Best writing for a comedy show. Another one for The Bear. And I'm a big Barry on this one. I feel like Wow is my winner in this category. If not, Brendan Hunt, Joe Kelly, Jason Sudeikis for So Long Farewell has that theme song of So Long Farewell, Auf Wiedersehen Goodbye in my brain for like a month. So there was something there.
That seems pretty successful to me.
I guess. Yeah, those are the only 2 I think about when I watch comedies. I had a lot more to say about dramas, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a comedy watcher.
Nah, I had Shrinking this year. Shrinking was my big one, and I love like my comfort shows. Like Abbott Elementary was great this year. I watched it, I loved it. Not as much as Shrinking, but I liked it. Barry was, to me, as much of a drama as a comedy. Probably more a drama this season. With all that happened there. So, and I didn't watch The Bear, which got literally every single prize, everything on here.
Wait, Emmy, is that just shows?
Yeah, the Emmys are just shows.
Okay, yeah.
The Golden Globes are a weird crossover, which I have one thing I want to say about the Golden Globes, but not much more.
Are we getting to the Golden Globes later?
I'm doing one award for the Golden Globes that I want to discuss, and not much else. Now, last thing I want to talk about in the Emmys, two things. Weird, the Al Yankovic story was nominated and won an Emmy. Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Weird Al! But limited series, and this was a big one between Beef and Daisy Jones and the Six. And in my opinion, Daisy Jones and the Six was the better show. It's like this. It's basically a show about a made-up blues band from the 70s. A lot of inspiration from Fleetwood Mac going on.
Wait, Obi-Wan Kenobi was nominated?
Yeah. Obi-Wan was on that list.
That should not have been nominated.
Yeah.
It was...
Never. It was bad.
It was a letdown.
Like, we have Beef, Dahmer, Daisy Jones, and Fisher Fleischman. I didn't watch Fleischman, but Daisy Jones was mine on this category. And I want to discuss the one show. Did you hear about the Bradley Cooper, Cillian Murphy thing going on?
No, I didn't.
Bradley Cooper tried to start a campaign for him winning Best Actor at the Golden Globes. And you saw Oppenheimer.
I did see Oppenheimer.
Like, there's no discussion. The one who's going to take that award, would take that award from Cillian Murphy, I dare you to try. That he was by far the best actor this year.
Bradley Cooper from
Maestro. Yes.
Yeah.
Maestro.
That you can't tell me that didn't have that did not have a bigger cultural impact than Oppenheimer.
Yeah, and I believe Cillian Murphy was perfect in that movie. He was so good. Except that he said, "Now I've become Death Destroyer of Worlds while banging." That was a little weird. But I blame Christopher Nolan for that, not Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, that line should
not happen while he's banging.
That's like one of the I think one of the coolest quotes in history.
Yeah, it's so good.
Having that in such an intimate and weird scene.
I'm smashing Florence Pugh while I'm doing one of the most historical lines ever. That's weird to me.
It was kind of unnatural to have it there.
Now Christopher Nolan also won Best Director, which everyone saw coming. This is like the year where Christopher Nolan is supposed to win everything.
What did he direct actually?
Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, did he direct more than that, or was it just Oppenheimer?
Not this year. It's rare a director gets to make 2 movies in a year. But I love Christopher Nolan. I'm a big sucker for the Dark Knight trilogy. Inception is a masterpiece as always.
And then we go back to our usual drama. What's better, the Dark Knight trilogy or Lego Batman?
I love the Lego Batman movie more than literally everything on Earth. But it's very hard to put a Lego parody movie over the most serious and over one of more serious and hard earning and good written, well directed movies there is. Would you put Spaceballs over A New Hope? It's wrong.
Yeah. But Lego Batman does also have the more comic book accurate Batman.
That's the scary part is you're right. Remember, Batman doesn't live in Bruce Wayne's basement. Bruce Wayne lives in Batman's loft.
Yeah, because the thing is, every single Batman adaptation in movie
except
or
Adam
game, except that, is just him being a grumpy, depressed.
Yeah.
He does have humor.
Adam West.
Wait, what was the movie you wanted to discuss again, or did you discuss it?
I just wanted to talk a little about the little Bradley Cooper, Cillian Murphy thing going on. And we can also start the Barbenheimer talk. Barbenheimer.
I sadly only got to watch Oppenheimer.
Yeah. So sadly, me too. So.
I just recently watched Barbie.
Oh, you did? I haven't gotten to Barbie yet.
It was a good movie. I liked it. It just wasn't my entire cup of tea.
Yeah, because
that's just because I'm not that much into musicals or something.
Yeah, and I feel like the "I'm Just Ken" meme got annoying really quick.
Yeah, that got really annoying.
That just annoyed me really quickly. And all the discussions around, like, especially, I watched, like, Ben Shapiro's review of Barbie.
Oh, God.
And Jesus Christ, that was bad. It was like, it was awful to watch. He just shows off that he knows nothing about movies in any way at all, and it's just political to him. Which isn't surprising, but still.
Well, look, he got his little film insert. What do you expect to do?
Yeah, I think he blew the head off a Barbie doll in the start, which is all isn't weird. Like, that's the natural thing to do when you go and watch a movie and you don't like it. You buy merch from it. That's logical.
Yeah, like... First, I watch a movie. First, I pay for my ticket. I did not like the movie. I buy merch. I promote the merch
by blowing it on up on my YouTube channel, which randomly has more than randomly has a couple of million subscribers. Yay!
I like to hopefully think that Ben Shapiro just most of his viewers are just watching him ironically. But
I feel like Ben Shapiro and Piers Morgan both did like this giant thing where they tried to shit on Barbie for being toxic femininity is probably the word they would use. I don't know if that's the exact words they use. And like I think them just going around talking shit about Barbie probably made Barbie more successful.
Probably.
You know, like I don't think like every single feminist in the world would go around calling Barbie the best movie ever if, like, jackasses like them didn't just say, it's shit. I don't think people would like it as much then.
Yeah, I think they're just mad that their behavior gets called out by one of the most successful movies of the year.
Yeah, well, the most successful movie of the year. It outgrows the Mario movie, didn't it?
You think so? But we had a lot of haters in 2023, actually.
Yeah. Like, but I feel like, just to go back to the Barbenheimer debate, Oppenheimer was the better movie.
Yeah, I think so.
From a guy that hasn't seen Barbie.
But I have seen both, and I just think it's better, written and directed.
I can't find a way where Barbie is better than Oppenheimer.
I mean, it's for more audiences, of course, but
definitely.
It also has more of a message. I think Oppenheimer doesn't have that much of a message. It's more like this happened.
Yeah, and it has a message of nuclear weapons are bad.
Yeah.
But
I think that the message of like treat people with respect is like
but I feel like I watched Oppenheimer on an IMAX screen. Probably the dopest movie experience I've had in a long time. And it was great. I loved it so much. And I just don't see a way where Barbie is better for me than Oppenheimer.
Fair. Again. Fair.
Yeah. I think that. But there was more blockbusters this year.
That's a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I have a list of my favorites, actually.
You do? Fire away.
Oppenheimer, of course.
Definitely.
We go Mario, just because I'm a lifelong Mario fan.
I have a discussion about Mario. Lifelong Mario fan myself. Lifelong Mario Kart fan. Newly discovered Mario fan. My gaming childhood was borrowing my mom's old DS and playing Mario Kart DS on it. But the soundtrack was directly awful.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack was awful.
Like, suddenly we playing Take On Me and Thunderstruck because the producer forgot to put off his playlist or something.
Take On Me should be banned from ever being in an animated kids movie.
Yeah, fair enough. It wasn't The Last of Us, though.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it was. That one scene where Bella Ramsey and Storm Reed go down into the mall. And they play Take On Me in the background. But the best usage of Take On Me is Deadpool 2.
Yeah. And also, Mutant Mayhem was really good.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that, but I love the animation style.
Yeah, I watched it mostly for animation style, but it was a fairly decent watch, actually.
Yeah, it looks like it has that kind of weird. It kind of looks like an Aardman movie, but it kind of doesn't look like an Aardman movie at the same time.
And of course, the biggest animated movie of the year,
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse. The Boy and the Heron got nominated, but
The Boy and the Heron won the Golden Globe over Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but no doubt, Across the Spider-Verse is more popular. That's not even to be discussed. That's Spider-Man versus Studio Ghibli.
Well, that depends, because of course Spider-Man is more popular in America, while The Boy and the Heron is of course more popular in Japan, which is where it's made. So you could make a case.
Again, Boy and the Heron is only popular in Japan.
Oh, well, do you know how many Miyazaki fans there are around?
Well, yes, but like Spider-Man is an international audience.
Yeah, Spider-Man is more popular, but I'm making the case that in its own home country, The Boy and the Heron definitely. I think Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli definitely would beat Spider-Man.
In Japan, yes.
And probably, I feel like a lot of people hold the Studio Ghibli very highly, and deservedly so. It's just nice having a movie that's not American win a Golden Globe for once.
Yeah, and mostly just like big studios like censor.
But I think we haven't had a foreign winner of the Oscar Animated Award since Curse of the Were Rabbit, the Wallace and Gromit movie from Aardman. Yes, it won Best Animated Feature at the Oscars.
Wait, which year was that?
I don't know. And Spirited Away won it a couple of years before, which is one of the best animated movies.
I have this. That's a grudge I've been holding for a long time. The Lego Movie.
Yeah, it didn't get nominated even.
It didn't even get nominated.
Yeah. What year was that?
2014.
I don't remember what was.
Wait, was it 2014? I don't remember. Well, anyways, that should have won, I think.
Yeah, at least got a nominee.
At least got a nominee.
That's just weird how it didn't get a nominee. But it is what it is. It definitely deserved it. I don't know if it would have. Yeah, if it came out today, I think it would have gotten a nominee.
Yeah, the Lego Movie is from 2014, yes.
Okay, nice. But that starts the question. Could Boy and the Heron beat Across the Spider-Verse for the Oscar? Before I thought Across the Spider-Verse definitely would win it, but after The Boy and the Heron took the Golden Globe, it's like, definitely could win.
I don't think so. But
I think it could.
The reason I don't think it is because I think the Oscars are way more corrupt than
and they're way more American.
Yeah, they don't choose the biggest movie. They chose the movie that promotes the artist that's been shown year after year.
But it's also a bunch of older white men, and older white men are not that into Spider-Man and franchises, and probably would love a new original movie by Miyazaki, one of the best animated directors ever.
I just googled who won the animated Oscar in 2014. That was Frozen.
Frozen. What was the nominees? Kind of been a good year then. If Frozen won, it can't have been that good of a year. Like, just Google nominees, dude. Best animated feature Oscars 2014 nominees.
It gets a while to search up.
Let's see. Well, while he's doing that, I can rant about how Guardians 3 was probably the best superhero movie this year. Like, seriously, it was so good. James Gunn is now going to DC, and I don't know how Marvel will do without him, because they're so deep in shit right now. It's scary how deep shit they're in. I think, in some ways, James Gunn even upped the soundtrack this time. It's hard to go wrong with.
I am so hurt.
What got nominees?
If this is the nominees for the 2014, The Croods, Despicable Me 2, Ernest and Celestine, The Wind Rises, and Frozen, who won?
That has to be wrong.
That has to be wrong. I don't trust that.
That's a shit year.
That has to be wrong. I don't trust that at all.
Let me just do
animated feature: Frozen, The Croods, Despicable Me, Ernest and Celestine, and The Wind Rises.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you're definitely right. That is
but
awful.
Not the Lego Movie.
Truly awful.
Despicable Me 2. It has to be one of the biggest letdowns.
Yeah, Despicable Me 2 was... Well, The Croods was worse, in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
If we're gonna talk.
Well, the thing is, you didn't expect a lot from The Croods.
You didn't expect a lot from Despicable Me 2 either.
Despicable
this is
Me
elimination.
Despicable Me 1 was good.
Yeah, and they made Hop in between it. It's probably the worst live-action animated combo ever, and I include the Smurfs in that conversation, which has my boy Neil Patrick Harris, legend, wait for it, Derry, Barney Stinson.
Barney Stinson.
That guy's awesome. Barney Stinson. Barney Stinson.
Okay, he's sidetracking.
That guy's awesome. So?
Yeah, have any more you'll talk about?
We can briefly talk about Guardians 3. Because I loved Guardians 3 this year. As I was into, I think the soundtrack is even better this time than it was before.
Wait, Guardians is a part of the MCU now, right?
It is. Guardians is the better part of the MCU right now.
Which meaning that Guardians dropped the first F-bomb.
It did, I remember.
And it was not even from a major thing, it was when Nebula couldn't open a car door.
Yeah. I feel like that was a wasted F-bomb.
No, I think it was funny because, like, it's so bad. It was so unexpected that it made it funny.
I didn't think about it at all. Like,
yeah, a lot of moms did.
All those soccer moms that are driving their kids to soccer practice and then going home to binge watch Bridgerton. Those people.
Those people indeed.
Yeah, we are familiar with those people. No, I really like it, but Marvel is going downhill. Oh, how's your anticipation for Deadpool 3?
Oh, I'm not really much of a Hugh Jackman guy.
No, okay.
Of course, I don't hate him, but I'm not like a blood fan of him either.
I feel like Hugh Jackman has said, "I will not return as the Wolverine" so many times now. It's lost all meaning. Like, that's like Donald Trump saying, "I this time I promise I won't do a conspiracy theory."
Nobody believes that.
Completely stupid. Like, yeah. So I feel like he's returned maybe one time too many at this point. And yeah.
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it Ryan Reynolds? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it Ryan Reynolds that like celebrated getting an award, but he just stole Hugh Jackman's award and was giving like a speech while holding Hugh Jackman's award in his own house?
Probably happened. Have you seen? You know that Hugh Jackman has hosted a lot of stuff.
I see.
Yeah, he's hosted a lot of stuff. And last Barney Stinson reference this time, but the actor who plays him is like a big stage guy. Yeah. So he's also hosted. I think he hosted like the Emmys like 3 times in a row or something. It was always the Golden Globes. He hosted something, and they had like a host off and one time when they were hosting. So they just everything you can host, I can host too. I can host everything better than you, and they just went into that turning.
Yeah, because the most recent thing I saw Hugh Jackman in was a rewatch of The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, the soundtrack is chef kiss, I think. Personally.
Yeah, I get it personally. I've heard better soundtracks, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of The Greatest Showman. But, yeah, it's a good movie. I liked it. But, again, I have cousins that like that very much. My musical people love that movie. I think it's fine. So, yeah, should we finish off the podcast?
Yeah, I'll think we finish off here for this week.
Something's telling me we'll be back next week with another completely random theme.
Yeah, we'll see what the theme is by then.
We'll figure it out. Whatever we want to talk about. Something might happen and we film all of this one go. So, bye.
Bye.